So, bot issues aside, let's get off to the races here.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see where they're going to start off at. And here we go, starting pretty close to vanilla start here. And right away, whammy. So like we said before, their first objective is to find a wood sword, though they're also going to be looking for a candle and maybe some bombs. So they're going to start exploring the overworld. We're going to start checking the Armo statues over here, see if we can't find an early item. We get a staircase, and just another whammy.
Position looking for the sword, another thing to see for as early as the game is the Armo locations. Can't tell if pick up
Oh, we found the bow of the Armo statue just as Czardia finds the sword.
There you go then. Only have the 2 screen.
Huh?
I call for the White Sword Cave. I'm gonna have 2 screens.
So both are runners finding very big items here right out the gate, finding the bow as well as the wood sword. Czardia will eventually
White sword
find
item
that.
is
So now,
the red candle. Ooh, and cheap bombs. Gotta love that.
always nice to find. 2 rupees for bombs. That is very helpful.
Well, a hint shop being close to start is always a useful thing because you can get back to it that much faster once you have some money.
And encourages you to do the retry strats. We see the coastline. Oh, silver arrows on the coast!
I mean, this seed is just trying to put you in early go mode. Now you just gotta find the ladder.
No kidding. Ladder is required, but man, that's usually never a big deal because it's almost always required. But yeah, silver arrows and bow found within 2 minutes. That is insane.
Taking RC a little while to find the wood sword, but he's close enough to it that I don't think it'll take him terribly long to get over there.
No, he'll get there eventually. Once he does, he'll be able to really start opening this up. And Czardia eventually is going to find that bow, and he's going to be very happy to see that.
Zar gets a bomb drop. You're never unhappy about that either.
No, absolutely not.
I'll start to open up a little more exploration for him. And also, we start getting information as we see these enemies on the overworld, and it tells us we're looking at pretty well normal dungeon monsters so far.
Yeah, we're seeing Lionels, Moblins. I mean, there are some Stalfos in the overworld, but that's not too big a deal, all things considered.
And there at 3 minutes 50 seconds, rcdrone gets his wood sword, so only about a 2-minute advantage for Zar on that front, and not really much difference to show for it yet.
No, this is definitely not a race where one person's going to very quickly take the lead here, though rcdrone finding that bow early on is going to play into things if Czardia doesn't check that soon enough. Find a money-making game over here at Vanilla Level 5. And Czardia finding the other bomb shop over there at Monaco Rock.
Well, if you gotta run across the thieves taking your money, it better be early when you don't have any money.
Exactly. Or is he doing trying to get up here to the waterfall cave? Or the waterfall lake? While Czardia is using those bombs as best he can to find some secrets. Maybe even find a dungeon or 2. Oh, and we got a community hit. There can be only one! Oh, and RC Drone takes a death over at the Waterfall Lake. Oh, we found the Take Any Road.
Usually not something you're unhappy to find, but how useful will they be in this seed?
It's a very good question here. You kind of want it spread out as much as possible, especially if you can get one up to Death Mountain. That's very helpful.
Not too good so far. Vanilla. Any road. Fred.
Is this even randomized? Yeah, that's a pretty bad spread.
Yeah, no Death Mountain, and I often like to see one of the Raft spots because then I know it's a lot less likely I need Raft.
Yeah, always helpful, but no, this is a pretty weak spread. We're probably not going to be seeing the Any roads used too much. We find our first money secret, 31 for the medium secret. Pretty decent, all things considered.
RC finally gets his bombs, and he's right near a couple caves, so why not see what they have?
Just got to get past all these red linos, but he gets in, and he finds the arrow shop. Considering we've got an early bow, if it wasn't for the fact that the silvers are so visible, we might have considered that, as Czardia is about to pick up his bow.
Yeah, so here we are 6 minutes in, and not a lot of difference between what the runners have so far. Equipment-wise, they're pretty even. Exploration, not too much difference, even though we found the Any roads.
Yeah, the one thing we haven't found, though, is we have not found a single dungeon in this entire race so far, which normally by now we would at least found something. Found another secret there, another medium secret for RC Drone. And a money-making game at vanilla level 2.
Yeah, with the east pretty well explored, aside from candle locations, and we didn't get the lower coast bomb locations, so that kind of means that some other area of the world is going to have to be stacked, which, hope you're ready for some Death Mountain.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that feeling myself. Another bomb shop there for RC Drones, going to restock. I'm going to check this particular Armos section here, and we find another secret.
So now how quickly does one of these runners get to a location the other hasn't been yet? RC is working towards Vanilla 3. Zark went to the start locations, might have considered doing the lower coast, but right now it's a pretty similar route.
Indeed, another secret here. 96 for the big secret. Not terrible. Could be better, but it could be a lot worse.
Now, RC is doing a play I love, which is when you have the bombs, go ahead and get down to this southwest, because it's a pain to have this come back to later.
Oh, yeah, especially in the last race I commentated, both level 7 and 8 were right here. And 16 for the small secret. That's actually pretty good.
And more bombs in the southwest.
Bombs being the more common shot, that's going to be very helpful for them, especially with as cheap as they are. They're never going to really be short on bombs in this race.
So you talked about not finding levels, but you do realize the other thing we haven't seen yet is choose any.
I was just thinking that, actually. Yeah, we have not seen any take any rooms, which would be helpful right about, because they need to get a blue candle, or at least a heart container to try for the red.
Boy, that does make for an interesting dilemma. Personally, I think I would go for the heart container.
Yeah, if you know the white sword item is going to be the red candle and it's easy to get to, go for the heart, so that way you could also make a play on mags later if you're feeling confident.
So RC Drone now has checked the coast, the southern coast, and found nothing there, so the hunt for levels continues. And hints, will they let us in on anything?
Yeah, let's see if we get any good hints out of this one. First hint. Nope. Nope. How'd you ever end up in Soul Calibur 2? So that's a bust. Let's see what number 2 gives us. Stay a while and listen. Okay, there Deckard came.
So ladder required for the magic boomerang, which, considering we already know from the silvers that ladders required, isn't particularly helpful.
No, it doesn't tell us what level it's in. It just tells us that at some point the ladder's probably going to block them from the magic boomerang, which, quite frankly, we could care less about anyway.
No, the only value it would serve is if it would tell you a ladder was required, but we already knew it was, so there's that. Now it's Czar who's in the level 3 area, but considering he's pretty well done the east already, I gotta think he would end up going to graveyard area next.
That seems to be the play to bake there. Going to the graveyard is something they haven't checked yet. Plus, again, we still got Death Mountain to check. There's so many locations we have not looked at yet, and it's almost certain one of them is going to have what we're looking for, since so far the places they've checked have come up bupkis.
Well, you know, one of those things you might not think about at the time, but maybe in retrospect it'll stand out a little bit. That one any road put you right next to Vanilla 1, and neither runner went down to check it.
I'm going to laugh so hard if that ended up actually being a location. But at this point, they need to find some kind of item, because it's almost a guarantee at this rate that we're going to need some kind of progression item. Raft, Recorder, Power Bracelet. One of those is probably going to be blocking a dungeon.
And RC has decided enough is enough. He's getting the blue candle, which could open the exploration for him faster and make all the difference.
Well,
and level 2 is in the grave. Czar's just found it.
Finally.
A little surprising to me he would duck out of that, though.
Yeah, I mean, if it was level 8, I could need a little more understanding, but level 2, that's a easy item to find, and it's usually a short level. I would have gone for it.
He was in and out so fast. I'm not sure. Maybe there was a key block in there, and he.
Oh, you know what? There was, and it was on the side, so it wasn't. You can't use the entrance trick.
Which still, maybe you try for a bomb wall, but now he's found level 9, so Czar's finding the quick levels now.
Yeah. Figures it's the last Armo statue you check has the one you're looking for. Only find another money-making game. Ooh, an rcdrone finds a letter.
Something you're not unhappy with, and meanwhile, on Czar's side, he finds the first of our take-annies, and he's gonna get his blue candle. So it's a very interesting place, considering we know it would have been a pretty high chance that one heart container would give you the red candle instead.
Now he finds level 4, and he's actually going to explore this one.
Well, hey, maybe you find a key out of here you can go back to 2.
Oh, an rcdrone just found level 8 as well.
Of course, the advantage with 8, 2 items. The disadvantaged 8, it's a lot longer.
Yeah, level 8 tends to be a lot larger of a dungeon, but with 2 items in there, it's worth at least trying to see what you can find. And we got blue dark nuts in there. That's never fun.
Well, we pretty well knew at this point they had to be there. But we also pretty well know at this point that Wizrobes are going to have to be in the dungeons.
rcdrone going to take out this Moldorm here, see if he can get it. Nope, never mind, just a key drop, so it can't be a push block. Thankfully, these wall masters got reduced health. They're going down in 1 hit. That's always helpful.
So 14 minutes in, no Triforce yet, but I don't think you can be too upset about that on either side. Hey, if you had a candle, you could get a candle, but RC will take a heart instead.
Indeed, Czardia now still trying to search through 4, but it's not having much luck here. We found another take-any room for rcdrone. He's going to get his first red heart container.
Level 4. Zar checking the item, and he is rewarded with the power bracelet.
It's going to open up some possibilities for him, allow him to search for other levels there. I mean, we know one of the power bracelet spots is the take-any road, so he's probably not going to worry about that, but we've still got several other power bracelet spots he can check, and one of those could have a dungeon blocked.
Yeah, considering the lack of levels that we've found so far, it really increases the likelihood, so even if it's not your first choice, it might still be valuable.
rcdrone finding another take-any room. He is going to go check that. He's going to be able to... He's now one away from guaranteed red candle. And this early on, it wouldn't be a bad call to go for that, since that's a good amount of damage, given we still don't know where the ladder is. Oh, we have a dig dogger in 4. Oh, and I just realized we got the map. Oh, it's segmented level 4.
Yeah, the dig dogger might be the bigger concern. I think I'd take that key and go back to the grave. But that dig dogger could be guarding the Triforce, so I'm not sure how much I would want to spend in here without already having the recorder.
Yeah, he's going to opt out of there. rcdrone finding another large secret. Ooh, 108 for the meat. That is expensive.
We also found the magic sword location via rcdrone. It was in the I'm not sure what you call that location, but it's normally a choose any in vanilla on Candle Row.
Well, looks like Zarya's going to be the first one to head up to Death Mountain.
Zar's being rewarded with the levels. He now locates level 5. Finally, our level 1 check. It just would have been money, so... Still no Triforces yet, but Zar able to get a little more dungeon exploration done, while RC has, instead of going for the heart container, gone for a potion instead. Get one for free.
Indeed.
Keys could be important, and Zar's been able to pick them up as he's gone along. Instead of fighting a Gliok, why not check for a bomb hole first? And now rcdrone has found his way up to Death Mountain, and he'll explore the levels as first Triforce is going to be grabbed by Zar at 19 minutes.
Very nicely done. Got ourselves a very... Now the race is starting to pick up a little bit of steam here.
Yeah, they had the equipment. Once they found the levels, they were going to get going, but just had to find them first, and Zar was the first one to get up here and find a couple.
On a potion shop over there at Spectacle Rock. Let's see what else rcdrone finds up here on the mountain. Another secret. Got a little bit of virtual high five action here from our 2 runners.
And we didn't find the item in 5 yet. It's possibly ladder blocked, or it could be behind a bomb or key wall. But I'd put my money on ladder blocked just because shapes.
Oh, yeah.
And Czar's gonna pick up the letter now. He'd be inclined to spend a little money since he's sitting there at over 200 right now. Not enough for the blue ring if he was thinking about that. Triforce for rcdrone at 20 minutes 30 seconds, just about a minute and a half behind Czar.
rcdrone now working his way through level 4, it looks like.
And now it's Czar's turn to find nothing along the southern coast.
Not going to be fun for him, but he's going to have to find what he can find.
And if RC ends up leaving here with just the power bracelet, then we will have our runners right back to even in progress. Alright, looks like Czar's going to put the power bracelet to use here.
Finds a small secret there for him. Not much there. And so rcdrone got to find his croissant now, so he's going to be able to catch back into this.
Yeah, that puts him back even at items, and neither one has really been able to make much headway whenever they've had the item advantage. Now, Czar does pick up a blue ring with his money, which gives him more defense. It's not a play we see a lot, but then again, he's only got 3 hearts.
Yeah, you got to be very careful with your defenses here. Especially since we don't know where the red ring is. I mean, unless you find that early, picking up a blue ring may not be a bad call. rcdrone now finding a bomb hole here in 4. He's going to be digging a little deeper, hoping to find that Triforce. And Czardia finding that heart container now. He's finally got to take any room, so he's going to finally get some extra health here.
I'm sure that's a very welcome sight. And there is the Triforce in 4 for rcdrone. He's able to take advantage of getting there with keys, whereas Czar didn't go back once he had them.
Yeah, and it's funny enough, that upper segment, almost useless. There was nothing up there. Probably at best, the heart container was up there, but that's it.
So we know there's still more levels hiding out there somewhere, as Czar's going to find where the mags is hidden at, as I try to form a coherent sentence. We know a bunch of levels are still hiding.
Well, speaking of, we just found level 6.
Yeah, they had to be either candle blocked or up on Death Mountain and bomb blocked pretty much, so we're finding the backlog now.
Indeed. We've already found a staircase. Is this a transport or is this an item? It's a transport.
Well, with 6, you get in the idea of not taking those early staircases because you know you can come back to them. However, with these guys coming back as soon as you leave the room, might have been a slightly higher percentage play to take the staircase.
And another whammy there for rcdrone, unfortunately. rcdrone making liberal use of that bow and arrows now that he's got as much money as he does, and he's going to screen wrap around to the other side of Death Mountain.
Boy, forget poverty seeds. We're in a prosperity seed. Not only does Czar have that blue ring, he's back over 200 rupees again.
Yeah, they haven't found too many whammies. The door repairs are not costing them that much, and they're finding some good secrets with a lot of money. So, yeah, it's a pretty rich seed here. Speaking of, we find another medium secret here for RC Drone. Also, Wolfman in the chat pointing out that we did get a hint for level 7 being on Death Mountain as well, which is probably what RC Drone is looking for right now. Or at least it's going to be very close to. Speaking of that, there it is. Now that he's got the key, Czardia is going to try to investigate level 2, see if he can find that early item. Oh, it's the book! Nobody wants that.
Just go mode the dungeon. And question in chat about Triforce count. Yes, RC Drone did get the Triforce in 5. He got that at 20 minutes 30 seconds. I like to log the time on these things so I can kind of see how the run has progressed for the runners.
Makes sense.
We have a segmented level 2.
I was just going to say, we got a staircase, which means that is segmented because there's no item staircases in 2. That is not fun.
Alright, well, the Triforce hunt continues.
Oh, we got a rupee boss here for level 2. And
well, you know, Czar just didn't have enough money yet.
Now he's gonna play everyone's Hyrule's favorite game, Find the Bomb Hole. RC Drone finds another heart container. Oh, it's a trap room! The segment is a trap!
Wow. It's still a case of find the bomb wall just to advance in level 2, but might be worth it to go ahead and get the Triforce out of there anyways, because it's so out of the way, but Czar's gonna go back to the beginning anyways. Indeed. Oh, he's out of bombs, so that would do it.
Oh, and he just found level... RC Drone finds level 9 now.
No sighting on the bomb upgrades yet, but lots of levels left unexplored right now, or even located for that matter.
Yeah, as far as I know, we still haven't found level 1 yet, have we?
Yeah, I think the great unexplored area right now is the Lost Woods. There's a few candle locations there we haven't been to yet. I think that's the highest density area we haven't located so far.
Now, RC Drone gonna explore level 2. He's gonna be in... He finds his book. He realizes that's not gonna pay off, as Czardia now heading into level 8.
And no bombs for RC, so we know unless he gets drops here, there's no way he's gonna be able to find Triforce.
Nope. Speaking of bombs, Czardia finding bombs in level 8, but he's already maxed out.
Well, that's okay. You can just leave them on the floor. They're not going anywhere.
An RC Drone gonna find that transport in 2. He's gonna realize real quick that's nothing but a trap.
Well, he's not even gonna know that because he doesn't have the bombs to check. So all he knows now is that he is bomb blocked in 2. He just doesn't know where.
He's gonna want to go in there with a full complement.
And clearly Czar needed more money, so the wall masters are happy to oblige. How lucky did he get?
Oh, we found a hint shop here on RC Drone's end. Oh, hello, Manhandla.
This is your classic good news, bad news situation.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, you found the staircase. Bad news. Guarded by a Manhandla. Good luck. But he gets through, and it's only the transport.
I'd take it anyways. You're already here. See, I said it. Lost Woods.
You called it.
Or Dead Woods, whatever you want to get technical with. So both runners in the dungeons that give 2 items, and Recorder is on the ground, which could very well still be required.
Yeah, we don't know where level 3 is yet. It could very well be at Recorder Lake. We got another Manhandla guarding potential push block here. Thankfully, he's not got increased health, so he's still easy to beat. Just got to take out that last little head there.
Well, that's always the gotcha.
Yeah, that last one's always tricky. Oh, he does find a staircase. What item is it going to be? It's the red ring!
Well, you know what? I'd pay 250 rupees for the red ring any day.
Czardia finding, or rcdrone finding another potential push block here in 1. He might find the item. Oh, he's got the staircase. What's the other item in 1? It's Lord Banana. So at this point in the game, you know, the boomerang's not really that helpful.
No, the big question is, what'll the second item be in 8 if Czar's even able to get to it? That could be the biggest thing to give him an advantage, although certainly a defensive advantage right now.
Indeed, he's looking for the ladder. That's the big thing, because we know where everything else is. If he finds that ladder, he could potentially be in go mode.
Yeah, we know where silvers are. They are the ladder item, which, being 30 minutes in, I guess we could kind of go through some of what we've seen. The Armos item was the bow. The white sword item was the red candle. Ladder item is the silvers. It took, was pretty quick. Both runners found the wood sword within 5 minutes. Czar pushed us to blue ring at 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Then he just found the red ring at 31 minutes. But like I say, I paid 230 rupees for a red ring any day. Level 1, we've seen the recorder and the banana. We've seen level 2 have the book. Level 4 had the power bracelet. And we have seen the red ring here in level 8. That's what we know so far. Also,
sounds
Triforce.
right to me. Is rcdrone finds his Triforce, and it looks like we might find our second item here. Czardia finding the other staircase. Just gotta get past that blue dark net. Oh, it's a transport. And I believe if that's our second one, that means we have a segment. And worse yet, we've got a Goma.
Hate you, Goma. Every time I get a Goma, I always say, shut up, Goma. No one likes you.
Aquamentus waits with the boomerang. We just learned that already. Second hint.
Thanks,
Sail
old
not
man.
to save the princess. Raft is not required.
Not enough money to buy a third hint on his first try. He could go back there, though.
Yep, using his warp whistle here, he's going to be able to do that after retrying. What's our third hint? Gliok returns with the red ring. All of those useless hints for us. No new info gained, though that does actually help rcdrone because he does not know that the red ring was an 8. So that means he might be willing to explore that more.
Yeah, and he has been to 8. He wasn't able to get too far in it because he found it early, but now knowing that, it might make it a destination for him to get back to. Czar continues his exploration of this 8, trying to find that other staircase.
He's got the compass, so he knows where the Triforce is now. He might just be going for the Triforce.
He veered off to check an extra room. He didn't want to spend a key. Well, maybe he rethought that one.
He's gonna have to, because there's no other way to get to that room. So he's trying to find a bomb hole, but he's gonna have to spend his 2 keys here. You've got a hint room. Don't panic. Ah, community hint. And RC Drone gonna check Recorder Lake. Is this level 3? Yes, it is. Recorder is required.
So that's an area where RC could get an advantage, but it is so close to the recorder location that I don't think it'll be that hard for Zar to get there once he finds level 1.
Indeed. Oh, no push block there.
And 3-headed Gliok guarding Triforce, because why not?
Of course. Because we can't make it that easy for you, now can we?
I mean, if this was 4-headed Gliok, you of course know what we would have had to have done. Reroll the entire seed, because it wouldn't be random enough. Zar in a bind here. Kind of got pinned in with that formation, but working around it, and he's got a Triforce.
Indeed. RC Drone got bait blocked, but thankfully he did have the bait, so he was able to get through. So bait is also required for this seed, and we find the staircase in 3. What is the item going to be? It's the raft. It is useless.
Well, hey, there is still... Isn't there still one choose any left? There's certainly 2 bomb upgrades left that we haven't found in any of these levels yet, so wonder how long that'll take, or if we will miss them altogether.
Indeed, we find the map for 3. Name that ink blot, folks. Looks like an Uzi to me.
Squid.
I don't see that.
The head is up by the 3, and that's just 2 of its arms stretched
Eh.
out to swim.
Maybe, but it looks a little too small. The head's too small to be a squid. I still say Uzi.
Be a baby squid.
Oh, and
Hey,
another
Triforce
Gliok
3.
guarding a Triforce at 3.
So I feel like in the last few minutes we've seen RC be able to make more progress than Zar has been able to make. The good news for Zar is because of where that progress was made, he should be able to get it done in a hurry, but right now he's in the wrong part of the world.
Yeah, RC Drone definitely taking an extreme advantage here, especially after getting that recorder and finding level 3 at Recorder Lake. That's going to be huge for him. Czardia finding another take any room, gets another heart container. And now RC Drone going to explore level 8, going to find his red ring, and maybe he'll find the item that Czardia couldn't get.
Yeah, that's a tough call because he obviously explored most of the dungeon already, and it becomes a question of how much time do you want to spend, but he just had the 1 key, so do you spend that key in pursuit of an item that you don't even know if you need it, or do you take that key to another level where you might be able to make progress?
Indeed. I mean, right now we're down to 3 items, 3 dungeons, or 4 dungeons with items unaccounted for. We don't know what's in 5, 6, 7, or the other half of 8. And of course, we don't know what's in 9 yet either as a result, but that's still a long ways away.
Which one had the raft? Because I didn't write it down.
3.
Because they didn't pick it up.
3 had the raft.
That's what I get for not writing things down.
I have a little spreadsheet here that I use every race to make sure I keep track of where the items are. Though admittedly, I almost forgot to write that down myself.
Well, yeah, it's one thing to find it, but they didn't pick it up, and I'm just in the habit of writing it down when they pick it up. Oh, Zar is going to be very happy about that.
Yeah, he
just
needs
picked
that
up
for
the
level
bait
3.
we know is required. He doesn't know that yet.
Yes, he made the right call there, and he doesn't even realize it yet, but nonetheless.
So he finds the white sword hint, which is worthless. He already knew that, and does have the hearts to pick up the red candle. I just don't think he has the intention of going for it.
Again, now that they have the bow, he'd be better off just saving up some money and getting the arrows if he doesn't have it already. I know rcdrone does.
Yeah, and that's one of the things to remember is just because you know where the silvers are doesn't mean that you don't need arrows, because if your path is Goma blocked to the ladder, which it certainly could be, then you're going to need those wood arrows.
Indeed. Oh, and we've got that Manhandla in 8 now. Is rcdrone going to be picking up his red ring here very soon?
You know, I think that the path Czar didn't explore was going through that key door.
That could be interesting if that's where the other item is, and if it's the ladder, that's going to be huge for rcdrone.
Yeah, with him already having the recorder, not much that would make a huge difference that we haven't accounted for. The any key and the ladder would be at the top of the useful list, ladder being number 1 by itself, obviously.
Indeed, yeah, ladder's the big one, but the any key would definitely be helpful. I've seen races determined by the any key, so certainly would not turn it down if I saw it.
Other than that, we still have the wand, the white sword unaccounted for.
The other heart container is still all in the books as well.
And rcdrone is going to find his red ring at 42 minutes. So this is an 11-minute advantage that Czar has had with the red ring, and I believe in that time he got 1 Triforce while RC got 2. Part of these races is what you're able to do with the advantages that you have. Now at the same time I say that, rcdrone picked up the recorder before Czar did, and in that time, he's only been able to get 1 more Triforce, while Czar also got 1, so in that regards, they're even. And there's our bomb
we finally
upgrade
found our
after
bomb
Czar
upgrade in
spent all his
6.
money.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price for a bomb upgrade. Anything under 100, you're usually in pretty good shape.
Sometimes it's worth making a note of where it was and coming back to it later. Boy, don't you wish you had a boomerang now? And someone was worried we weren't going to have fun on this tonight.
Oh, come on, it's us.
Bomb wall leads to a possible push block.
We don't know what's in 6 yet, so this could be big. There's that Goma. And rcdrone gonna play find the bomb hole again. But finds nothing, so that was a dead end.
A key in here, so no push block, but in this situation, you're not going to be unhappy about more keys. There's the compass. And more Gliok, because that's just what we needed in our lives.
Oh, yes. Give us all the Gleoks. Alright, looks like rcdrone is going to check that door to the left there. We definitely have something potentially here, or at least once we get past this. Yeah, there's the map to 8. Yeah, it was segmented, all right. And it was that one segment was a single room. Hey, Rupee Boss. Unfortunately, the Czardia... Hey, we got the white sword in 6.
Things happening too fast to keep up with, but Czar gonna be happy with his damage upgrade. He just doubled his offense, basically. And by basically, I mean exactly that. Which makes this four-headed Gleeok a little bit better. Health's getting low, but he gets the snipe. So the only downside to this 6 for Czar is not enough rupees for the bomb upgrade. But he leaves with a net plus on keys, he gets the white sword, and he gets the Triforce at 46 minutes. So rcdrone is getting to a part of 8 we haven't seen yet. Goma's kind enough to give him a key. And he finds a bomb upgrade, which is a nice one too. Takes you up to 11.
Very nice.
And a timely refill at that.
He still hasn't found that other item yet.
This could be the room.
Indeed. Oh, just gotta get rid of these red dark nuts, which thankfully are a little bit easier to kill, and they don't seem to have too much high health, so definitely working in his favor here.
We got a staircase.
Done.
There's only one segment. It's the ladder.
Oh, so hate was required.
So this is twice now we've seen dungeon order make a difference because rcdrone has entered 2 dungeons with more resources than Czar entered them with, and he was rewarded with items that Czar was not able to get. A Triforce, and now the ladder, which is also going to lead to the silver arrows pretty quickly.
Yeah, once he gets that, he will be in go mode. And Czar now finding the staircase in 7, hoping this is the item. And it is, and it's the any key!
So what might make the biggest difference at this point is the go mode for rcdrone. He should be able to get through these dungeons faster than Czar, who's going to have to continue exploring for the ladder.
So if I'm reading my count correctly, the only 3 items we have unaccounted for are the wand, the heart container, and the magic boomerang.
That sounds right at first glance. And Triforce in 8 at 49 minutes for rcdrone.
rcdrone making a beeline for the coast. He is getting those silver arrows. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, right? With rcdrone picking up the silver arrows, it's Gomo time. Because the only items left for him to find are items he doesn't exactly need. I mean, he'll want to get the white sword out of 6, maybe, but the wand, the heart container, and the magic boomerang, he may not need those. He might like finding the wand, but he doesn't need it.
Now, I think for RC, it's all about getting the Triforces out of dungeons as fast as you can. And this is a tough one for Czar, because if you just talk about the percentages, why would you go back and dig 8 when you've still got other dungeons to dig? Because he still has to get to levels 1 and 3.
The question is will rcdrone decide to dig out the item in 6? Since that is the white sword, he'd be very happy to pick that up. Having that little extra offense can make level 9 a little easier for him.
I mean, a player is better in as RC. I think it's just a question of something you'll not turn down if you find it, but not going to go out of his way for it.
And there's the other bomb upgrade. He's not opting not to pick it up.
Well, he's at full bombs right now. The other thing about picking the first one up when he did was he was just at 1 or 2, so it gave him the full refill. He might want to explore some bomb walls first. And I say that because he has nothing else to spend his money on, so why wouldn't he pick it up?
At the very least, I think he might be also he figures he can use the money better to use his arrows, because he's just been very liberal with his arrows.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that that's triple the offense of the white sword. Triple or 4 times? I don't know. It's like... It's not, I'm just saying that.
Alright, rcdrone
Triforce
6. So, and I think that's it for him. He's not going to go digging for that sword. He's going to move on.
Thanks, E-Man 4X. See, I shouldn't try and math at night.
Alright, rcdrone back into 7 now. Czardia heading back into 8, which is the right call because he needs to find that ladder. And rcdrone's only got 2 Triforce shards left. He's just got to find 7 and 2.
Okay, so rcdrone picked up the ladder at 47 minutes. If Czar is able to get this out of here before too much longer, then that's not too much of an advantage. But again, the resources, rcdrone's able to get the Triforce out of 7. Czar was not able to do that earlier.
Yeah, he got it fairly quickly. All he's got to do now is finish up level 2, and he's ready to go. And the longer Czardia takes finding that ladder, the more of an advantage that rcdrone has going into 9, regardless of whether or not it is indeed the Great Equalizer.
Just by the way, don't forget to go pick up the silver arrows.
Yeah, that's kind of helpful, isn't it?
Something we've totally never seen in a race, anytime ever.
No, not at all. I've never seen somebody go up to Ganon and try to fight him without the silver arrows. No! Spoilers, I have. There's a clip of that.
I mean, I didn't know that, just so we're clear. I wasn't throwing shade there or anything. It's just, I figure it's happened to all of us at some point.
No, I've seen it happen in a race. Someone thought they had the silvers, went to Ganon, and realized they didn't have it. And even OPT lawyers admitting to it.
It's one of those things. It is possible you've never done it. I mean, you could still be on your first 100 seats. Triforce in 2 at 54 minutes.
Alright, so we're on our way to level 9. So with rcdrone, we're heading in there. We have several things we need to look for. Of course, we're going to be listening for the Roar of Ganon. We hear that, then we know Ganon is one room adjacent to wherever he is at. We are also going to be looking for a single shutter door that, if he does clear the room of enemies and it does not open, that will be the location of the princess. After he defeats Ganon, it will open even without clearing the room of enemies. There are also 3 hint rooms containing 1 of 4 potential hints, provided they are not a community hint. The location of the princess, the location of the beast, the enemy that drops the silvers, and one thing we don't want to see, the location of the silvers, since we already have them. And again, that's provided one of those hints doesn't get replaced by a community hint, a beggar room, which I don't believe we've seen yet, or anything else. We know it won't be a bait block because we've already seen that. And there are also
you have the compass in 9, so a very valuable find for rcdrone. And we also know that 9 has lots of Patra.
Always a lot of Patras in 9. There are also 6 sets of transport staircases and 2 item rooms for a total of 14 staircases. It is insane. That is why this is called the Great Equalizer.
This level 9 is going to make you wish you had the wand.
Or at least the white sword, especially if there was Wizrubs in here, which I haven't seen any yet.
That is an amazing thought. We haven't seen a Wizrobe yet this seed.
They're all going to show up here now, calling it.
Well, if so, it's your curse.
I did roll the seed.
That's true. That makes it double your fault. Chat saying there was Wizrobes in earlier dungeons? I just don't remember that.
Didn't see many of them. Oh, we found one of the items. The heart container in 9.
I'm a little surprised to see him pass on it. If nothing else, it heals you hard to get it.
Yeah, having a little extra health wouldn't be a bad idea. And I mean, he's already right there.
I mean, hey, optimizing your route is optimizing your route, and yes, it does take more time. It just seems like the benefit pays off more to me. Oh gee, Zelda's not in her room. So, RC has kind of cut his way through the middle of this 9 so far, and that is an instance of trying to find that roar. If he can pick it up somewhere, then he knows where Ganon is. So, if you're able to cover a lot of ground...
I hear it. I hear the roar, and ladies and gentlemen, as an LOZ Cards fan likes to say, here's Ganon! Oh, and it's in a chevron room, which means you need the ladder to even fight this room.
Alright, well, we're going to be a little ahead on this, but we'll see it as it happens. rcdrone is, of course, a very skilled player who we don't expect to have much trouble with Ganon. He's very good about getting the stun lock, and it's just a lot of hits with this wood sword to get through.
Indeed, he's going to immediately up an A back to start. This race is pretty much over because he can just go up 2 rooms to the right. There's the shutter door. And just like that, rcdrone finished this race with an official SRL time of 59 minutes and 10 seconds.
And Zelda had a key for good measure. So a sub-hour time by rcdrone. That goes to show you that he is just one of the very good players and a force to be reckoned with in this tournament.
Congratulations, rcdrone. Oh, what a race there.
And in all that excitement, I missed if Zar was ever able to actually get the ladder out of 8.
I don't think I see it, but then again, I don't see his screen.
Yeah, not sure when he'll pause next to give us a look at it. Once he has that, he should be able to make pretty quick work of the rest of this seed.
Indeed. He's going to finally pick up some arrows there, realizing he might need those. Yeah, Wolfman saying he didn't see a pickup either, so...
Yeah, he was exploring that 8, but it was in the wrong direction for the ladder, so I wasn't sure if he got back to the right way yet or not.
He finally finds level 1, so he's going to finally start exploring that.
Now, this is his first trip into this, so the biggest thing we know he needs to get is the recorder, which, for context, rcdrone got that at 31 minutes. So that proved to be a pretty decisive thing because he was able to get from there to 3.
And rcdrone now joining us here in the channel. Congratulations on your win, rcdrone.
Sorry, can you hear me, guys?
Now we can.
Hey.
So congratulations again on your win, man. Nicely done. How do you feel after that?
Thanks. I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't run into too much trouble, I don't think. I just found a bunch of like high number dungeons early when I was really just looking for items, so I just kind of bounced out of those quickly. And all the low number dungeons were on the west side and in the Deadwoods. I see only things, yeah, like almost full clearing the overworld and deep dive into level 8, but level 8 had 2 good items, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you know, finding the items that you did when you did, especially the stuff like the recorder in 1, which is where Czardia is now. He just finally found level 1, and that, of course, leading you to level 3 as quickly as it did. And then, of course, finding, you were the first one to find the ladder in 8. He still, Czardia still has not found that, and that is holding him back since obviously the silver arrows are on the coast. But yeah, you just found a whole bunch of very good items very quickly. The only item you did not find was the white sword, which was in 6.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I found the rod or the magic key either.
The any key, yeah, that was in 7.
Or the magical boomerang.
That we still don't know where it is.
Yeah,
it's either in 5 or 9. That's all we know.
Yeah, I just had the hint that it was ladder blocked, so it might have been in. Let's see. No, but I pulled the item out of 4. Yeah, I don't know where it could have been.
It's got to be in 5.
7.
If it's
5.
It's
okay.
5 or 9, because those are the only 2 items we don't have accounted for. Let me go ahead and give you the rundown of items we do know. Armos item was the bow. Coast item was the silvers. White sword item was the red candle. Level 1 had the recorder and Lord Banana. Level 2 had the book. Level 3 had the raft. Level 4 had the power bracelet. Level 6 had the white sword. Level 7 had the any key. Level 8 had the red ring and the ladder. And level 9 had the heart container. And unfortunately, Czar has opted to forfeit from the race at this point.
I see. Trying to think. Yeah, the red candle was actually kind of... It was awkward because it was up in the corner, and I didn't want to walk all the way to get it. And the blue candle was so cheap, I just went ahead and bought it, because I only had 3 hearts, and I was worried if I waited that I'd have to make a long overworld backtrack, so I just went ahead and bought the blue candle.
All right, Czar is willing to join us here for a chat as well, so we'll be able to talk to both of you guys here in just a second. But yeah, I think that played out pretty good for you guys. I don't think the red candle was really that necessary, but the red ring definitely helped. I mean, you guys didn't take too many deaths in that run, which was pretty helpful.
I imagine Czar got the red ring a lot sooner than I did.
No, actually, he didn't. I don't think he ever. He got it way after you did.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry, which item was that?
Red ring?
Czar got it first. He got it at 31 minutes.
Oh, that's
didn't
right.
get
That's
it till
right.
42.
That's right. Speaking of Czar, he now joins us here in the channel. GG, Czar. Having a little bit of difficulty there. There we go. Let's try that again. Can you hear us?
While Czar works on that, RC, we didn't see many Wizrobes in this sea, did we?
Yeah, there were a few, but I don't know. I think there was only like I only fought one blue Wizrobe with my wood sword the whole seed. Yeah, and I think that was in level. Well, I don't remember, but I was just trying to check for the block room, so I need to clear out the room. But yeah, overall, not a whole lot of Wizrobe combat.
So a little off the beaten path here. We had some technical difficulties getting the race started via the bot. Did that throw you off any getting started, or were you able to just jump into the zone once we were going?
Nah, it didn't really make that much of a difference. I think next time we should just go ahead and start the race in the channel, and then we can get somebody from one of the SRL admins can clean up after the fact. They can either input the race manually or they can kick joke themselves.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, it didn't really make that much of a difference.
Either way, we got through it. You were both great sports to put up with everything and gave us a great show tonight. Looks like Czar's still having some difficulties with Discord.
Yeah. Says he's in. It showed him in, but apparently he's having errors coming up on his end.
Yeah. RC, you faced an interesting cast of characters in the Swiss round to get here, and then next up you get Eunice.
Yeah, this will be a rematch of the first randomizer tournament. I was lucky enough that he lost track of a level in that race, so I don't expect him to do that this time. I really feel like it's probably going to be a coin flip-ish type deal. I've gotten a lot better at vanilla, but so has he. Like, he's now second on the leaderboards. So I don't know. In terms of just like playing the game, he might be like slightly better than me, but just randomizer overall, I think it's, you know, pretty close to even.
Any final thoughts you'd like to share on this one, RC?
No, I think that's pretty much everything.
All right, well, we appreciate it. You put on a great one for us. You got the sub hour in, so GG all the way around.
All right, thanks guys, and thanks for commentating and tracking and restreaming. Thank you everyone.
Not a problem. Thank you. For those of you at home, if you guys enjoyed tonight's race, make sure you give both these guys, both Czardia and rcdrone, a follow on Twitch. And of course, shout out to our tracker, Wolfman2000, our restreamer, OPT Lawyer. And make sure you also follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming 1 through 4, Randomania 1 through 4, for all the races yet to come. Speaking of, later on tonight, we do have one race at 11 p.m. over on Speed Gaming 2 between Chess Jerk and the Greenleaf Effect, aka TGE. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. And tomorrow, we've got at least two good races for you. Sis Crusher versus Crimson Avix, and Shaddy versus Catastrophe 573, both of which on Speed Gaming. You don't want to miss those races at all. So definitely plenty for you guys to keep up with on that.
Well, I was about to say one more try, see if we can get Czar, but unfortunately looks like not. Just that kind of night with their tech issues, it just seems.
Apparently. But in the meantime, we do want to thank you guys for joining us here as always. Make sure you also give a follow to myself and my co-commentator Trenton here. We definitely enjoyed putting this on for you guys. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in. And as I always like to say, rock on, everyone.
Or, you know, just have a good night, whatever suits your needs.
Have a good night, guys.